All right, what's up, everyone? Today I'm going to go over the Discord server, a little tutorial, and how to kind of get through the server and what each channel entails. So the first things first, when you get into the server, you'll be directed to this rules page, where if you go ahead and click this check mark here, you'll be opened up to all of the important channels and all of the free channels. So definitely make sure you do that so you're not missing out on anything. As for the important channels, for announcements, this is just going to be anything that I think is necessary to announce to the group, whether it's the merch, whether it's our affiliate program, or someone getting a promotion. All that kind of stuff will be in this channel. Then you have Meet the Traders, where each one of the traders of the server just gives a little introduction about themselves and their experience in the market. And then here you go to the trial page, kind of outlines everything that you'll get with the premium subscription. And then all you'll have to do is type this /trial in any channel that you're able to type in, and it'll automatically change your role so you're able to see all the premium perks that I'll go over here shortly. Now, if after you do the trial you decide you want to subscribe to the group, you can go here to the subscribe here page, and then simply just follow the steps here on this page to get signed up. Now, shop merch, basically, pretty self-explanatory. So far, we only have T-shirts. Looking to expand that in the next couple of weeks or so. But here, shop merch, you'll be able to pick which merch item you want and buy it directly from here. Then we have this testimonials page where people go and just kind of basically give a testimonial about how they've enjoyed their time with the server and whatnot, things like that. Here in the success page, you'll see people posting their gains and from throughout the day or however. But this is typically where you'll see most of the gains and the success that our premium traders have shown. Now, in the next one, you'll see report spam. This is just for a lot of times on Discord, you'll get messages from other people promoting and whatnot, and we really just don't want that here. So we don't want our members getting spammed with invites from bots. So anytime you ever see a spam message, you can usually report it straight in the message, but I won't see that. That'll be more for Discord to moderate that. But if you wanted them removed from the server so they're not spamming invites anymore, just simply drop a screenshot here in this report spam channel. Next, we have a support ticket system where you can click here to create a ticket if you need some help with something in the server specifically. Once you create a ticket, one of our admins or myself will respond to you. So here, I'll just do one real quick. I create a ticket. The ticket then comes up here at the top. That shows up, and then you can close it when we're finished and whatnot. So now that the important part is done, another cool feature though, before I keep going, you can close these down on Discord, so they're not really taking up too much space. You can kind of close that down so that you have kind of the stuff that you want to see, compared to the stuff that you don't really have to see on a daily basis. Also, here we have our live trading voice channel where I typically stream my screen and kind of do some charting, some market recaps, and stuff of that nature. Next, we have our free channels where you got our trading floor, which is pretty, typically pretty active throughout the day. There's never really a dull moment in here. But this is our trading floor. This is where everyone talks about what's going on in the market and just kind of gives you an opportunity to reach out and connect and learn from others and what they're doing throughout the day or and whatnot. Now here we have our bot commands. If you look at the pins here, you'll see the commands that you can use. There's a lot of them, so it's pretty interesting to see what you can really do. But yeah, this is where you're going to want to, this is more for like spamming, if you want to check out a chart on something. This is probably the best place to do it. Definitely recommend you turning off your notifications for that channel, just so you're not constantly getting notifications of people using these bot commands. Then here we have the word of the day, where it will, pick a word of the day and give, some insight and learning opportunity into that. And, as you can see, this dates back quite a while. So if you wanted to, you could, you really could just scroll through this and, get some really good, priceless information there. Here on the news page, this is another one of those pages that, you might want to mute. This is really just here for me and, others who have asked for it in the past to kind of just get important, breaking news and information and stuff. Next, we have the tip jar, where our traders drop their Venmo, PayPal, whatever, Cash App. If you take one of their advice on a play and you end up, making some good profit, it's always cool to be able to give back to people, and that's why that's there for members if they want to, give a tip to a trader that helped them out. Next we have sports, where all things sports betting, all that good stuff talked about in there. Now we have our signals. This is the beginning of our premium chat. So we have all of our signals here. We got admin trades, where our admin will send out alerts and signals for trades they're taking. Now this is not something where you see this and immediately jump in. It's always encouraged that you do your own due diligence and know what you're getting into and have a plan that fits your personal strategy. This is kind of as a journal for us to put down for people to learn from, like, hey, why'd you take this trade, or like, why'd you do that? Like, that's kind of what that's there for. A lot of the times the admin trades is going to primarily be options trades. Then we have an equity trades, where it's anything from penny stocks to large caps and and beyond. But this is just common shares. In this one, Fire Cycle Signals. Fire Cycle's been with us for a pretty long time. He's pretty good at what he does. He'll give buy and sell signals as well, along with informational and educational videos on his YouTube channel. So that's always cool to have him around, and his videos are pretty helpful. Next we have Brando's alerts. He's a options trader, typically just sends option signals, and he does pretty well on those also. So next we have Alpha Alerts, where he kind of puts his watch list here, what he's getting into, what he's getting out of, just kind of more ideas for members to pick and choose from. Pat Spreads, those are my spreads that I send out, typically credit spreads or debit spreads. But yeah, that's where those will be. Then you got Lee Hawk Spreads. He kind of does the same thing as me in that regard, with credit spreads and debit spreads. And then we have a cool little feature brought to us by Fire Cycle, which kind of gives breakout alerts from things that are breaking out based on the based on the chart that he has set up and the levels he has posted. So that's known as the breakout alerts channel. And then after that, you got our premium, other premium features. Start here. This is where I'm going to be posting this video. as a tutorial for people to watch and get familiarized with the server. Then you got the Get Roles page, where you can click one of these and you will get it'll give you that role. So when these people alert their signals, you'll get a ping for it, and you get to pick and choose which trader you want to be alerted from. If you want to do all of them, that's fine. If you want to pick and choose one or two, that's also fine too. It's just kind of your preference and freedom to do whatever you want there. Watch list. I always post some charts in here, some nice quality setups that I'm looking at, and then we have this daily market watch recap, where it kind of tells us what happened throughout the day, need to know market risks, some chatter from big stocks and whatnot, along with some unusual options activity. Chart analysis is really just for exactly what it says, just kind of for people to post their charts and analyze it, and kind of give an opinion on what they're thinking for that. This could be used as a good learning opportunity for some newer people who may not know much about chart analysis and how to go about doing technical analysis. Now, Theta Gang is kind of quiet, but if you go here and look at all the pinned messages, basically it kind of explains what Theta Gang is. Fluffy Kid is pretty much the leader of Theta Gang. That's primarily how he trades. He's really good at it, and highly recommend you take a look at all this information in here, and kind of get a grasp on how that is. It's kind of a little bit more of a intermediate options strategy, but can provide some really good consistent income if you get it right. Now in the penny stock section, clearly obviously that's pretty self explanatory, as just penny stock chatter. We don't really have we kind of have a couple penny stock guys, but as far as members go, we don't really have a lot of penny stock trading members. That's something I would like to add a little bit more of in the future, but for now it's not as active of a channel. Now, due diligence is there is a lot of information here that Melon usually sends on market internals, sentiment, industry sentiment, all this stuff from these Goldman Sachs reports, all this stuff, like it's hedge fund positioning. So a lot of this information is really good. It might be overwhelming, but if you can scan through it and see what the pros are doing, that's pretty good to have at your disposal. Finally, down here we have crypto nodes. These are just a kind of form of passive income that we a couple of us in the server are doing, and we found it to be pretty profitable and pretty easily to scale. So that's been pretty fun of a project, and it's only just begun, so this is early stages of this. So I expected more people to get adapted to it as we go. Then we have a lot of this educational resources down here. I'm not really going to go into each one specifically because they're kind of self-explanatory, but this is going to be gone soon. I'm going to be making this into an ebook to kind of make it all into one spot, so there's not so many channels taking up a lot of space down here. So kind of disregard that for now. There's a lot of great informational and educational stuff in here, but like I said, this is all going to be turned into an ebook, and this will be gone eventually. Now that is pretty much it. If you have any questions, reach out to me. But yeah, definitely come check us out. Happy to have you here.